QAnon hints WikiLeaks has tape and / or transcript of Clinton Lynch tarmac meeting. InfoWars, Tuesday morning QAnon dropped 2 posts that suggest in their famous tarmac meeting, former President Bill Clinton offered to then Attorney General Lynch the Supreme Court seat of murdered Antonin Scalia, in exchange for Lynch making sure the FBI investigation into former Secretary Hillary Clinton's email server be stopped, exonerating Clinton of any criminal charges. The first QAnon post was timestamped at 1 hour 34 minutes and 50 seconds, approximately 1:35 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, appearing as follows in this post. The critical line is the 4th line, in which QAnon writes, "Tarmac meeting SC/LL deal as 187. Decoded, QAnon is suggesting that when Clinton met with Lynch on the tarmac, he offered her the Supreme Court seat of former Judge Antonin Scalia in return for Lynch intervening with the FBI to end their criminal investigation into Clinton's email server, exonerating Clinton from any criminal charges. Clinton reasoned Obama's nomination of Judge Merrick Garland to replace Scalia would go nowhere with Republicans in the Senate wanting to reserve the nomination for the next president. With Scalia's seat still open, Hillary as president could nominate Lynch. That Scalia was murdered is suggested by the initials as, standing for Antonin Scalia, and the number 187 which the Urban Dictionary associates with murder, death, kill. The second QAnon post was timestamped 1 hour 41 minutes and 4 seconds, approximately 1:41 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, written in response to an anonymous member asking if Lynch was offered a Supreme Court position if all charges were dropped in the criminal investigation of Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server at the State Department. QAnon responds by encouraging us to build the timeline, repeating his assertion that Scalia was murdered. Key dates in the timeline include the following. February 2, 2016, Podesta email wet works, slang for murder. February 13, 2016, Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia. February 13, 2016, Podesta email regarding Scalia replacement. June 27, 2016, Bill Clinton's tarmac meeting with Loretta Lynch. July 1, 2016, Loretta Lynch announces she will accept FBI findings. July 2, 2016, FBI interviews Hillary Clinton. July 5, 2016, James Comey dismisses Clinton email investigation. Decoding the QAnon post, we are directed to the Scalia murder, as 187, the key HRC investigation pivot points leading to Comey's final letter dismissing Clinton of criminal charges, read to the public on July 5, 2016. QAnon also directs our attention to #2, namely, FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, and to PS, namely FBI Peter Strzok, both of whom played roles in making sure the language of Comey's letter dismissing the Clinton criminal indictment was toned down so as not to include the precise statutory language defining a national security crime involving the handling of classified information. Finally, by WL Coms, QAnon suggests WikiLeaks is prepared to confirm either by a transcript and / or an audio tape of the Clinton-Loretta Lynch tarmac meeting that the key move necessary to make sure Hillary Clinton would be exonerated was the offer to Loretta Lynch of Scalia's Supreme Court seat. Democrats actually failed to pass any legislation on immigration when Pelosi was Speaker, though her party controlled both Capitol Hill and the White House from 2009 to 2011. President Barack Obama created the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, DACA, program in 2012, using or abusing his executive powers of prosecutorial discretion on a massive scale to shield some 700,000 applicants from deportation. Pelosi declared Wednesday that she would speak until Speaker Paul Ryan, RWI, promised to vote on legislation to protect the Dreamers, something he has already promised to do, at least with regard to Republican legislation on the issue. Just last month, President Donald Trump offered a deal that included a path to citizenship for all of the estimated 1.8 million Dreamers, including those who did not register for DACA. But Democrats rejected that deal over Trump's demand for a border wall, plus an end to chain migration and the diversity visa lottery. Pelosi's speech broke a record going back to 1909 for the longest speech on the House floor. Her stand was coordinated with protests by pro-amnesty groups against Trump's alleged white supremacy. Her speech may also have been aimed at impressing Democrats with her strength and stamina, in the midst of speculation that she could be forced to step down, either before or after the November midterm elections. Republicans have made Pelosi a prime target in congressional races, and will privately welcome her extended tenure in leadership.